The Oklahoma City Thunder have won 8 of their last 9 games before the heartbreaker to Atlanta. And they're second in the Western Conference. This is a lot better than anybody expected, and honestly, it's extremely scary because this is the second best team in the West, which is by far the tougher conference, and their starters have an average age of 22 and a half years old. It's crazy. They got I'd say he's a top 5 player. Now, you'd probably have to argue with me. We can have a long argument about that, but you could say Shai Gilgeous Alexander is a top 5 player in this league. On the year, he's averaging 31.4 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 6.4 assists, and he is, undisputedly the leader of this team. He's the best player, the closer. He's got the best Instagram captions, however you want to say it, he's the best player on the team. He's shooting at 55% from the field on 31.5 points per game. Needs to work on the 3-point percentage, but he's also averaging 2.6 steals, one of the best defenders on the team. He's 25 years old. He's playing 35 minutes a game. He's scoring a point per minute, essentially. Those are some really, really good numbers from Shai Gilgeous Alexander. He is the face of this franchise, but he's got some help for sure, because Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams are those dudes. Does this remind you of anyone? I'm not going to say any names, not going to point anybody out, but oh yeah. 3 future MVPs on the same team. Could we be seeing this in Oklahoma City? I mean, I don't know. You can't predict that. Nobody would have predicted Harden would go on elsewhere and should have won an MVP, but still, this young core in Oklahoma City is special. They have the potential Rookie of the Year in Chet Holmgren. 17.6 points per game, 7.9 rebounds, 2.7 assists per game. Kid's having a phenomenal year. He came into the NBA and essentially dominated. That's what he's done from day one. Should have been here last year. Wasn't. Now he's back. He's shooting at 54% from the field, 41% from 3 on 4 attempts. That's impressive for a 7-footer. To be almost 50, 40, 90. I mean, he's got the 2 hardest parts. He just needs to get his free throws together. He's also averaging 2.7 blocks and a steal per game. Dude's a monster. And then you also have Jalen Williams. And by the way, these are the side pieces to Shai Gilgeous Alexander. So you got to worry about both of these guys, but your main focus has to be Shai. Jalen Williams is averaging 18 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3.6 assists. This team is stacked. And it's just going to keep getting better from within for the next 5 to 10 years. He's an elite 2-way wing. Sam Presti's probably not even going to have to make a trade. They're talking about when are the Thunder going to make a trade for the star. Where on the timeline does that happen? I don't think it happens. I think they build it from within. 52% from the field. He's also 50, 40, 90. The NBA players today are getting too good. 50, 40, 90 used to be like a once in a 10 years type thing. Now they're 2 people under the age of 23 on the same team are doing it. All right, let me take a break before I get a little too fired up to tell you to make sure to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button, as well as leaving me a comment. It'll really help us out in the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and continue on. Josh Giddey, 21 years old. He beat the Chargers, and he's starting to play better. He's up to 12 points per game again, 6.6 rebounds, 4.2 assists. He went through a huge funk during that whole debacle, but it looks like he's back. I mean, obviously, your career gets threatened. You're going to go through a little bit of a funk, but he's playing much better now. 46% from the field, 37% from 3, 1 steal. I mean, not bad numbers for a 21-year-old, but I don't know where Josh Giddey fits in long term. I don't know how good his fit is for this Thunder team. If there is a trade made, wouldn't be shocked to see Josh Giddey go, but again, he's 21 years old. Lou Dort, 11 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 1.2 assists per night for him, 46% from the field, 41% from 3, 1.2 steals. The biggest thing for Lou Dort, I'm very proud of him because his efficiency has gone way up. Last year it was horrible, and that's what we talked about this offseason. Lou Dort, he's got to get his efficiency up. Well, he did it. I guess he watches Backyard Buckets. He must be a loyal subscriber because he figured it out, and he did it. Now, they got some other supporting cast members as well. The rookie Cason Wallace, he can hoop. He can hoop a little bit. He's a winning type player, which is what Sam Presti has built this team with, and honestly is genius. 7 points per game, 56% shooting from the field, 43% from 3. Cason Wallace, he's pretty dang good. They also have Isaiah Joe, who, if you didn't know, oh my gosh, dropping bars. He's an absolute sniper from downtown. He's averaging about 9.3 points per game, 2.3 rebounds, and he's shooting at 42% from the three-point line. He was shooting at 45%, but he's gone through a little bit of a slump since the last Thunder video. This team is deep. They are young. They are fun. They are athletic. They got some other options as well. Poku kind of getting phased out of the lineup. And then you got Trey Mann, who hasn't had that much PT this year either. You have the EuroLeague former MVP, I believe. Then you have the other Jalen Williams, Kendrick Williams, and you have Aaron Wiggins. So a lot of guys on this squad, and they have, we haven't even talked about it, an unlimited supply of draft picks in the next few years. You can pause the video if you would like, but there's so many. 3 in 2024. 4 in 2025. Now, I know some are protected, and they won't get to use all of them, all that. That one in 2025 from Houston and LA, there's a lot of protections on that one. I don't even know if I can read that much. But in 2026, they also have 3 first-round picks. 2027, they have a couple. 2028, they have 1. 2029 and 30, they have their own. But they do have 4 second-rounders in 2029. And this is why people are thinking, hey, they're going to go out and make a huge blockbuster trade, bring in another star. I think they should just let their guys develop on that timeline. Taking a look at the outlook for this Thunder team. Again, they lost last night. Shai is just so good. He's just such a monster. It's crazy. They got Brooklyn, Washington, Miami, Portland, and Orlando coming up. Easily should be 3-2 over that stretch. Could very well be 5-0. Could very well be 4-1. And then they got the Lakers, who are really struggling. The Clippers, who have been really hot. And you got the Jazz. But, look at some of those signature wins they've had lately. Wins over the Nuggets, Timberwolves. Teams like that. Pretty solid. Now, let's take a look at the standings before this video ends. They are second right now. A game out of first. Absolutely crazy. For a team with a average age of their starting lineup being 22.5, to be a game out of first is absurd. Especially, the Denver Nuggets are behind them. My pick to win it all, and the Thunder are better than them. This team is definitely surpassing expectations. The Clippers are right behind them in fourth. But if I'm Sam Presti right now, I'm just letting it ride. This is a team that, without a doubt, will continue to get better. They got a lot of pieces in play. And again, they have 3 more first-round picks this year. So maybe they do. I could see them going out and trading for a vet or signing a vet, but they have unlimited cap space as well. You do have to be smart about that in the future, though, because Shai's already got his extension, but Chet's going to need a monster extension. So will Jalen Williams. So will Lou Dort. Or maybe Lou Dort already got his. But Josh Giddey will need one. All the rookies will be needing extensions. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.